Welcome to my podcast. So today I wanted to talk about something that I know a lot of us deal with, whether it's leaving our spouse or leaving our kids behind when we travel, the mom guilt, the travel guilt that comes along with traveling. So I have two kids. I have a 10-year-old and a 5-year-old, and I have my wonderful husband. But in the beginning, it was really hard, and I decided to do a podcast to kind of just share my journey, some things I've learned, and hopefully some things you guys can benefit from. So let's get the hard stuff out. The mom guilt is freaking real. So I went into cosmetology school full time. I was not working. We were down to a single income, and my daughter was only 2 years old. So instead of being home with her, I was going to school, Tuesday through Saturday, and doing hair on Sunday and Monday so I could start practicing, and it was hard. Looking back at it, I feel sad because I feel like I missed out a lot of my daughter's toddler years. But I also feel very blessed because she and my husband have a very beautiful connection and relationship, and it has brought them closer, and I think that's awesome. She has something I've never had. I didn't grow up really with a dad. That's for another time, but she has that amazing connection with her dad, so I'm so happy for that. So then after that, I started traveling, and that's when shit got really real. It was so hard. I felt like the worst mother in the world because I was going, at first I would take my family, we'd go down to LA for classes or different areas where we could drive down and they could stay at the hotel. But then as I started getting more opportunities to travel and assist, my family could not come with me. And I would feel so torn, so selfish, because I would leave them behind. I was getting education. It benefited me, it benefited me in ways that I got more techniques down. I was able to make more income, more money behind the chair. It has helped me so much, but there was always that guilt, I was always so scared, is my kid going to be resentment towards me when he grows up that I wasn't part of his life, or my daughter, and how does my husband really feel? Is he going to be fed up with me because he's tired of me traveling all the time, or doing, Instagram lives and doing all this extra work at home, the reality is I work 7 days out of the week, and that's not a bad thing. I have slowed down a little bit. I do just on Sundays I only work for an hour, and the rest of the time I'm with my family. So it's just it's a big investment, and it takes a lot of time away from the family. And I think my biggest it's a very hard subject for me to talk about because I've dealt with it before. I've heard from my mother-in-law, from people close to me, you travel too much, you're leaving your family behind, you're only focusing on this, and it made me feel horrible. Even people around me, made me feel like I'm a bad mother. What the hell are you doing? You're so selfish. All you think is about you. Something I like to do, I'm going to be traveling next Friday. I'll be gone for 4 days, so my husband's going to have to take care of the house. So before I leave, what I'll do this week, to kind of make up and not feel so guilty, is I do little treats for them. I really love baking, so I made cupcakes for them today. I already made dinner, so when everybody gets home, they can have dinners already, and they can have a nice little treat afterwards. So when I first started doing it, sometimes I would cry at night, or I would feel really bad when I was away. I felt like I was putting myself first instead of my family. And also with Instagram, I showcase, because I do love to showcase part of my personality. Even with my kids, I'm really goofy and I love to play and be weird, it's just who I am as a person. And I always showcase that. People are like, oh my God, you're traveling, you're having all this great time. And how did that make my mom guilt feel? It made it freaking worse. I'm like, great. Now everybody thinks I'm having the time of my life and I'm ditching my family to go be a party animal, And that was not the case. So step number 1 to releasing the mom guilt was learning to not give a shit about anybody's opinion but my own. And that was something really hard for me. So as much as I say that, I don't give a shit, or whatever. Like, I'm at that point now, but back then I was not at that point. Like, I really care what people thought about me. And it's hard when you're constantly being drilled over the fucking head. Like, what are you doing? You're being selfish. You travel too much. Your husband's gonna get tired of it. It fucking gets to you. I'm not gonna lie. It gets to you. Like, your kids are gonna resent you. It gets to you. And I think it's so hurtful. And that's why I always tell people, like, be careful how you use your words, because they can impact people more than you even know. So learning to not give a shit what people think is, I know how my house is. I know what happens behind closed doors. I know my relationship with my husband, with my kids. And at the end of the day, if I need help from somebody, there's probably like 2 people in this world that will actually fucking help me. Make sure like I'm not living out on the street. So I really do not give a shit about, everybody else's opinion, because it's my life. We all have control of our life. And it's such a beautiful thing to really not give a shit what people think about you. I've learned to just do things my way, experiment, do different things, not follow trends. Like, it's just like, it has been so liberating, even with my children. Like, we do things differently. I'm not part of fucking PTA. I did that once. It wasn't for me. We're not spending every, weekend soccer games. And, my son doesn't like soccer. I forced him for 6 years. He hated it. So I stopped. So it has just really helped me to just like embrace what my children love, and love them for who they are, love my husband for who he is and his dreams, and also my dreams. And it has just been so liberating to really not give a shit about anybody else, except for the other 3 that actually live with me. They're a part of my life. They know how I am. I am not a perfect mommy, but I don't beat them. I don't treat them bad. I don't neglect them. I don't leave them alone. Like, they're my life. And I love my children. I'm doing all this because I want to be an example for them. And that's all that matters. So I'm happier. And that has been such a huge relief. Like, just learning to not give a shit about other people, except for the other 3 that are part of my household. So that's number 1, releasing your mom guilt. Number 2, remember, yes, we are mothers. We can be wives or sisters, whatever. But at the end of the day, we're human and we have goals. As human beings, we're constantly evolving. Anybody that says that they're the same as they were 10 or 15 years ago is freaking like lying. We are constantly evolving, whether it's for better or for worse. We're always changing, and it's part of who we are. If I wasn't happy, if I wasn't going with my goals or my dreams or fighting for what I believe is true, my kids wouldn't be happy. I'd probably be miserable. I'd probably be grouchy. I'd probably be depressed, And it's just so important for us, as much as we love our children, our family. I know people that were brought up with parents that were there 24/7 and felt alone and neglected. I know people that their parents traveled all the time and they felt loved. All different backgrounds. Like, I used to nanny when I was younger, and it's just like, I've just gotten so many different perspectives in parenting and life, that it really doesn't like matter. Like, I don't know. Like, and see, now I forgot what I said in the beginning. So, oh my gosh, this happens. Like, brain fart. Oops. Okay. But another thing is, number 3 is make moments and try to focus on making memories and moments rather than how much time you spend with the people that you love. I really love this advice, and this advice actually came from Lisa Loves Balayage. I asked her a question. I'm like, how do you deal? Because, she travels a lot, for her balayage boot camp. I'm like, how do you deal with, like, leaving your son behind and, like, the mom guilt? And she's like, well, she's like, I really focus on making memories. And you know what? Like, when she said that, it got me thinking. I'm like, okay, so I was brought up by a legal guardian, and I called him grandpa. He was like my father, motherly figure. And he is gone. He has been gone. He passed away sadly in 2006. But all the memories are still here. I go to the same place to take my kids to go play in the river. I take them to the beach. I take them to restaurants. I take them on flights. I take them to travel. I have my kids experience different hotels, and nice hotels, and just different things that my grandpa like taught me. Even go camping in the middle of nowhere with no reception, we do that too. It was all this stuff that my grandpa taught me and has made me a really well-rounded woman, and I'm so grateful for him. Like, I love him and I will love him for the rest of my life. And like Lisa was saying, like, those memories are in my head. Like, it doesn't matter what happened, that's in me. And he worked also, I remember he worked 5 days a week. It was Tuesday through Saturday. He owned his own company, and sometimes he would take work trips, sometimes he would take us, and it was amazing memories I have of him. And that's why I've been focusing now more on my children. I was like, you know what, Celeste, why do you feel bad anyway? So I've taken my kids to Legoland. We go on trips. For my 30th birthday, I took my kids along with me. We went to Cancun. We just done so many cool things. We go sleep on this like hotel full of train carts. Like you actually sleep inside of a train cart. We just do like this crazy cool things that I try to always research on Pinterest or on Google. Cool activities for the family, for the kids. And I'm like, dude, I'm already doing that. And my kids love it. My kids love being home. They love being around me. I'm like, why am I beating myself up? So I really love that advice, and I wanted to share that with you guys because it was really like eye-opening for me, because I used to like, oh my gosh, I used to beat myself up so much, but it has helped me because you know what? I am creating memories with my kids, and sometimes I need time to go away to travel, but I'm not gone forever. I'm not gone for a week. I'm back, and when I'm here, I'm present with them. Be part of the moment, not just in the moment, would be the other tip I would give you guys in regards to the mom guilt. That has helped me so much. So I'm going to make a confession, and this is really hard, but I'm going to be honest. So probably for the past 2 years, I had just been like engorged like in Instagram. I was every single live, every single post, like everything, giving feedback and love to everybody else, answering DMs and this and that. It was just constantly, it was nonstop. I mean, we would go to the store, I was always on my phone, or there was a live, I had like a little adapter so I could be hearing it while we're eating dinner. I mean, it was out of hand. That was not healthy, and that was not okay. And I'm very ashamed of that. Having said that, it happened and it helped me grow. But now I'm in the point where I'm like, you know what? I can give love, but I need boundaries. When I'm with my family, I need to be present. I need to be in the moment. So yesterday, a couple people were on live, and I logged on, said hi, and then I had to log back out because my daughter wanted to play dolls with her new dollhouse. So I was like, okay. So it's just so important that I know, and you know what? I even been testing it. I'm not posting every single day. I'm only posting when I feel is right. And it's working for me because I need to be present in the moment with my family, with what I'm doing. I just can't be focused on what anybody else is doing. I still need to be part of whatever I'm in. Just like when I'm at work, I have a rule. I do not have my phone out. I do not take phone calls unless it's an emergency. My phone is not out, only for Pandora, so we can listen to music. Or I can record. Other than that, my phone's off. I really believe in being present in the moment. And just like I do it at work, when I'm in a class or when I'm at home, I have really taken that time. It has helped me so much with the release of the mom guilt, has really been present in the moment. Because I know when I'm home, I'm with them. They know if I have to do a live, I'm going to be gone for an hour. Or if I'm a part of if I'm listening to a live, I just get an hour at night to do a live. That's my boundaries. I put that for myself. And my kids respect it. My husband respects it. They love it because they know now I'm part of our lives. I'm actually present. I'm not just chilling around in the moment while everybody's trying to talk to me and I'm too focused on Instagram or whatever, social media. I'm actually being part of their life and part of the moment. So make your partner a part of the process as well. Now when I travel, I don't just take, and I don't have to, okay? My husband, he's amazing. That's why I love him so much. I've always told him, I'm like, you're a world, I'm a world. You're a human, I'm human. And I am not your property, but we are part of a team, and I love you, and I want to share my life with you. So having said that, I actually, anytime I want to travel, I'm like, hey, so what you think? I want to take this class. It sounds great. He's the one always saying yeah, go. It'll be fine, But I'm always double checking here. Are you sure? I'm going to be gone these days and you have work. I will take care of the kids. So I really make him part of the process. So he really knows how long I'm gonna be gone, how it's gonna affect him, and we both are, on page on how we're gonna make this happen. Because now we don't have my mother-in-law; she's actually on vacation. She's gonna be gone for a couple months, so we're down to no babysitter. So not just me and him, and I don't have a huge family. I just have my sister and his family. They all have a lot of kids too, and their own thing going on. So it has just really helped, to really strengthen our goals, and it has just really helped also because he's a business owner, where I'm able to share with him some tips on social media, or if I'm doing a live, he's also able to learn from it, believe it or not, which is hilarious. I love it. So it's just something that we do together now, since he's part of the process. So that has really helped me with my mom guilt, because I know I'm not being selfish. I'm making it part family decision. I talk to my children about why I travel. I really feel it's really important, especially, because I do share with them. I will call them. They're like, "Where are you, mommy?" And, sometimes I'm at events and it looks all fun and everything. I'll send them pictures. I want them to know I'm not just doing it just for the hell of it, for fun, just to leave and be like, "Peace out, guys. You guys are not part of this fun process." I really want them to know my why. That's one of the biggest things that has really changed my life, is having a why in everything I do. And so for my children, especially when you're little, I think it's so important. There's so many things that happen. I remember when I was a child that I wish I would have known somebody would have explained to me why it happened, or why that things happen, and that not everybody's like that. So I talk to my children. I'm like, you know what? I'm going on this work trip because mommy's going to take classes so she can learn how to do, different type of coloring or whatever, I'm trying to learn, so I can be faster and, my clients can be happier, and then mommy can be more time at home. Like, okay, mommy, that makes sense. And now they know that it's a part of it, part of my work is also I travel for education, or I travel for different things. And I always explain to them why I am doing it, how long I'm going to be gone, and when I'll be back, and why it's important for me to go. And it has just really helped with them not being resentful towards me, or thinking that I'm just out there having fun without them. And I also, reward them with probably 3 to 4 times a year, we take family trips, and they're able to experience it as well. They're able to experience the fun part of packing their own suitcase and getting ready and knowing why we're taking a trip. And just the simple concept of talking to them. My daughter, she's 5, and my son is going to be 11. Right now he's 10. Just for him to know the whys of things have really helped them, and it gives them ease and peace of mind, and it's awesome. So, and at the end of the day, it's our lives and it's our families, and only we know what's best for us. This year, like I said, I was traveling like crazy. I'm only traveling 6 times a year, so that has helped for me. And, life is live and learn, and we make mistakes and we grow from them, and that's the most important part. So, shit happens, we make mistakes, but let's just learn from them and don't beat ourselves up over the mom guilt. We cannot be perfect, and that's a constant reminder I have to remind myself as a mother. I'm trying to be as loving as I can. I try to be as, the best mom I can be, and that's all I can do. But I can't be perfect. Sadly, I can't, because I am human. I make mistakes, and it's okay. And as mothers, we need to allow ourselves to give us that love and grace that, at least we're trying our best. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. And my children know that, and I know that, and that gives me peace of mind. So let go of the mom guilt, and it's okay, ladies. So if you guys have your dreams or things that you want to do, it's okay. You're human. Allow yourself to grow. Allow your family to be part of the process. And, just put your best foot forward. So anyways, I hope all this helped for you guys. Thank you so much for listening to my podcast. If you have any questions, always feel free to DM me or email me on any of my social platforms at Celeste Stylist. If you wouldn't mind leaving me a review or a comment, I would greatly appreciate that. And feel free to share this with anybody that you think would benefit from it. Thank you so much. Until next time, I'll see you guys back here at Celeste Stylist.